Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. Sorry for the little bit of a late start, had some technical difficulties. However, I'm here now. And in today's class, we're going to be looking at idioms, as we are for about 4 days in a row at this time slot here at Verbling. And today, specifically, we'll be looking at idioms that describe good and bad qualities in people. Important to note that when we say quality, we're talking about objects. The quality of a knife, of a refrigerator. When we talk about qualities, plural, we're talking about the characteristics or personality traits of people. Whoa. Excuse me, Jan?
Yeah, I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
A little too loud. Could you please mute your microphone?
Okay. Is it better?
No. You need to mute your microphone. It's extremely loud where you are.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to do it for you. I'm sorry. It sounds like you're in the middle of a party, and we can all hear that very loud. I can't even hear myself. You can, Neon, up above in the toolbar, up above, you'll see a microphone with a slash through it. You can click that on. It will mute you. Click it off. You will unmute yourself. Okay?
Okay.
There you go. Now you're unmuted. A lot better. It's extremely noisy when you.
Okay.
Just as courtesy for the rest of the class and for myself, if you could mute yourself when you're not speaking, so the extra sounds won't be in everybody's ears. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay, if I can now continue my introduction. As always, okay, we're going to be looking at idioms. We're going to be doing some exercises together, taking turns doing exercises. As we're doing these fill-in-the-blank exercises, I will try my best to remember any related idioms, as well as to try to explain the common situations where these idioms are used, and the way we use these idioms. Sometimes we use idioms only to insult someone, only as a reply, only as advice, for example. So I'll try to detail those things as we look at these different idioms. As always, in my idioms class, I really enjoy it when students share idioms from your own native languages and cultures. I really enjoy that, so please don't be shy about sharing some idioms with me and the rest of the class as we go along. Okay, now I want to greet some students here, and we'll get started. Hello, Heidi. Again, hi there.
Hello, nice to see you again.
As always, welcome back. Salvatore, nice to see you.
Hi, Otley. Good morning. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, as always. Pleasure to have you aboard. Neon, okay, I've already... we know your microphone's working. Hi. And also Nader is with us. Hello, Nader. Welcome to the class. Hello. Okay. Okay, looks like Jose has joined us. Again, Neon, when you're not speaking, please go ahead and mute your microphone. It's very noisy where you are. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, who's that? Jose. Hello, Jose.
Hello, teacher.
Hi. Welcome to the class.
You? Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
That's good. Okay.
Great. Okay, hang on a second here. Let me just try a little something happened. It was difficult for me to get in the class, so I'm wondering if I can now use verbally chat to scroll. No, it does not appear so. All right, I'm going to directly advise you all to go ahead and open up the group chat box. That's the blue square talk balloon in the upper left-hand corner as you're looking at your screen. I'll be using that to add some additional, to type in some additional idioms or vocabulary or notes or what have you as the class continues. And anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and start using that. So if you guys want to click on that and just forget about verbally chat, because after you type 6 messages, you can't use it anymore. Okay. Now, let's get to our idioms. I'm going to start out with just a few literal meanings of some of the key words which are going to be in our idioms we're looking at today. So we're a quick round of literal meanings exercises that often helps if you know the meanings, the literal meanings. You can kind of picture, envision what they're talking about when it comes to the idiom itself. So here we go. What we're going to do, we'll take turns. You'll read the sentence and try to fill in the blank with the appropriate word in bold italics above. Heidi, can you get us started, please?
Okay. In golf, if a hole should be completed in 4 strokes, it is a par 4.
All right. Par 4. Okay. There is a suggested, required, I'm not sure, number of strokes per hole, number of shots to get the ball in the hole. If you meet that requirement, suggestion, I don't know, then you have reached par. Heidi, do you know what it's called if you, for example, if it's a par 4 hole and you get 3 strokes?
Par is the standard, right?
Par is standard. So if you're under...
If this course is par 4, then if you shoot only 4, it's normal. If you hit more than 4, and a negative point for you like that. I'm not sure about golf.
Right. Not negative point, an added point. In the game of golf, the lowest score wins.
I said.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I know albatross or eagle.
Albatross is extremely rare. I don't think I've ever seen one. Occasionally, I do watch golf on television. I don't think I've ever seen one. And I used to work as a caddy as a young man, as a teenager. Yeah, okay. Just so you know, if you're at all interested, little vocabulary. Par is an even score. You're supposed to get it in 4 strokes. You get it in 4 strokes, that's a par. If you get it in 3 strokes, that's a birdie. If you get it in 2 strokes, that's an eagle. 2 strokes less than par. 3 strokes less than par is an albatross. But of course, that's almost ridiculous. That's next to impossible. And over par, you put it in 5 strokes, that's a bogey. 6 strokes, that's a double bogey.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so those are all the terminologies, just in case anybody cares. Yeah. All right. Very good. So, okay. Next one, Salvatore, number 2.
A large round container for holding beer or oil is called a barrel, maybe.
Of course, a barrel. Okay, that's it. Exactly. A barrel, usually they used to be made of wood, of course, bended slats of wood. But nowadays they're often usually made of metal, I suppose. Yes, and oil is sold by the barrel, as you'll see prices quoted in barrels of oil. Barrels of beer are also called kegs. A keg of beer is another word
Keg.
for a barrel of beer. It's pretty specifically there. All right. Okay, roll out the barrel, and we'll have a barrel of fun. Woo! Okay, a little polka for you there, Salvatore. Okay, thank you. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, Nyan, how about number 3? Nyan, you can unmute yourself now. I cannot unmute you, so you have to do it yourself. One of the rules here in Verbling, or one of the... All right. I can mute you, but I cannot unmute you. Nyan, could you do sentence 3? Can you unmute yourself? I guess not. All right. Again, it's up above in the toolbar up above. You just click on it and it unmutes you. Click on the icon with the microphone and the slash through it. All right, Nader, how about number 3? An excellent golfer who no longer has a handicap is called a what player? Ooh, golf questions today. All right. If you always get par, you know. If you always get par, if your average, that is par, that makes you a scratch player. In golf, you get a handicap. If your average is like +2, you have a +2 handicap. That means if you play with your handicap, you can subtract 2 points at the end of the game. Golf players handicap themselves to make or keep a handicap so that on paper if they all score their average, then everyone would tie in the game. So that's what a handicap is in golf. It's what brings you back to par. So a scratch player scratch can mean 0. So when you start something from scratch, you start from 0. You're going to bake some chocolate chip cookies from scratch. You start with nothing, no pre-made mix. You have to start with all your ingredients. So there you go. Compared to par, your average is 0. That makes you a scratch player. Number 4, Jose.
8 kilometers is 5 miles.
Pretty much, yeah. That's true. Okay. Jose, where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Cancun.
Cancun. Oh,
Yes.
no kidding. Cool. All right. Well, welcome to the class. Nice
Thank
to have
you.
you here. All right. Great. Lovely, beautiful place. Everyone should go there on vacation, right, Jose?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I also would like to welcome Araceli has joined us. Hello, Araceli.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well, a little sleepy, but I'm okay.
Okay, let's see if we can wake you right up. I'm going to throw you right in. Could you try sentence 5 for a literal meaning? This is a dictionary
Okay.
meaning. Mm-hmm.
Well, I try. If you burn food onto a pan when you are cooking, you need to blank it clean before you wash it. Scrape.
That's right. Also, if you're repainting your house and the paint has started to blister or peel, you need to scrape the paint. Right. To scrape, that's obviously a verb. that describes that action. Okay, these are some words that we're going to see in our idioms. Okay, first exercise. We're going to see how many of these you guys know. If you don't know, don't worry about it. They're idioms, after all, and the dictionary definitions of the words are not always going to help you. So first we're going to take a look at the idioms. I'll try to talk about them and any related idioms, and then we're going to do an exercise where we try to see how they would come up in a normal conversation. But first things first. Heidi?
Yeah. I don't know the meaning. It's in a head or word. I guess.
Well, no. Here's a clue. Let me scroll up.
Language.
No.
No.
Here it is, up here.
Home language. No.
No. It's in a league of its own. Yeah. Now, what does that mean? It's in a league of its own, or it can be used for, yes, it can be used for an object. All right, the new Mercedes-Benz 600, whatever, I'm making that up, is in a league of its own. It's such high quality, then it belongs in its own special category, above all the others. That's the idea. But I can equally say he is in a league of his own. He is in a league of his own. Okay, now, depends on how you're saying it. He's in a league of his own could mean, if I'm talking about particularly a sports player, an athlete, that he's so good, Michael Jordan. It could say he's in a league of his own. Nobody can play as well as him. He belongs in his own special basketball league. All right, so it's
okay, I got it. It's very excellent on about that.
Yeah. Above even excellent, like a whole nother category. Right. In fact, we actually say that. Come to think of it, he's in a whole different category. Okay, actually, that's another way to say the same thing. I didn't even think of it till I just said it. I do have to say that sometimes although this sounds very positive, when we're talking about objects, it always is very positive. When we're talking about people, this can be used very sarcastically. All right? He's in a league of his own. He's so obnoxious, he could annoy a nun. He's in a league of his own. I can use this very negatively as well, in a sarcastic way. Okay, and Nader brings up another related idiom. We can say you're out of her league. For example, she's too good for you. It's like a way of saying she's too good for you. She belongs in a different category, a higher category than you do. You're out of her league, buddy. Yeah, you can't match her. You can't. You're not in her class. You're in a lower class is the inference. Okay. Moving on, but let me just quickly say, come on, Ken. You can make it. He's tried to get into the class like 2 or 3 times. Okay, moving on. Salvatore, any idea?
Okay, it's in mint condition.
Very good. A strong collocation. Mint condition. Do you know what that means?
It's a good condition.
Yeah, super, really good condition. That's right. Again, now this is very commonly used for collectible items like stamps and coins. anything people collect. It's super common for that. It it can be used about people, but yeah, it's a little strange to say about people. All right, I guess it would be a little odd. Somebody would understand what you mean, but it's not normal. He's in great, perfect condition, superb condition. We have a lot of other adjective combinations we can use with condition for people. Condition for people talks about their physical condition, of course. All right, moving on. Neon, are you there? Neon, can you unmute yourself? Now she's nervous, I think, to unmute herself. Okay. Neon, if you figure out how to unmute yourself, just say hello so I know that we can talk to you. Nader, how about C? Do you know this one? It's something and shoulders above the rest. Head and shoulders above the rest. Absolutely. Head and Shoulders shampoo. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We also have Horse and Mane shampoo. Okay. Head and Shoulders. Right. I think this used to be a long time ago. I actually think this idiom used to be their company slogan. Head and Shoulders. It's head and shoulders above the rest. A long time ago. I don't think they use that anymore. But anyway, head and shoulders above the rest, superb. And yes, this one you can use for people, definitely. In fact, I think it's more common to use it about people than objects. He's I'm going to keep going back to Michael Jordan here. Michael Jordan is head and shoulders above the other players. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. Anyway, Jose. Ooh. Okay, we did. All right. Jose, D.
It seemed better. Home?
No. No. What did you say? No. That's not it. Oh, home. You said. No. Okay. How could I want to give you a clue, but I don't know. It's often used about objects like a car. I would definitely say this about my car I've had for 10 years. Something, the idea is about history, something being old and maybe not as good. Definitely I can use this about objects like a car, things that last a long time, or about people. So the idea has to do with time. Jose, you want to take a guess? Another guess?
No.
Okay. All right. It's seen better days. All right.
Okay.
It's seen better days. All right. It was better previously is what the inference. Okay. Something. All right. Well, that's it. Like a 10-year-old car. It's seen better days. Or me. I'm old. I've seen better days. For sure. Okay. All right. Araceli, how about E? Huh.
I'm not sure. It's nothing to write miles about.
No.
No.
Nice guess. Good guess.
I don't know.
I actually use this one all the time. Somebody asked me how my weekend was. Well, it was nothing to write home about. You write home about exciting things that happen to you. So this is not so much about good or bad This is kind of about really, really, really mediocre or boring. My weekend was nothing to write home about, implying it's boring. I can use this about people as well. Bob's new girlfriend is nothing to write home about. Okay, the implication, she's not beautiful. She's not attractive. She's not exciting as a person. It could be her appearance. It could be her personality. She's, you know, on the contrary, if she was hideously ugly, or she was the most evil woman I've ever met, I would not say she's nothing to write home about. I would say she is something to write home about, because she's an extreme on the extreme end. So you're talking about mediocrity here. It's something in the middle. It's boring. Boringly in the middle. And no, I used it as an example, but yeah, well, actually, I have heard somebody say, well, that's something to write home about. I actually have heard that. That's extremely rare, though. And it's kind of one of those things where you're using an idiom to be sarcastic, maybe. It's maybe used for sarcasm. Okay. All right. Moving on. Heidi, back to you. F.
I'm not sure, but it's miles better.
Yeah, I think so. It's miles better. Another case in English where, yeah, we use distance to talk. I don't know. Sometimes we use time to talk about distance. Sometimes we use distance to talk about other things. Yeah, it's miles better. Obviously better. It's positive. It's better is a comparative adjective, so you use this as to exaggerate better, basically, as a comparative, comparing two things. The Mercedes SL class is miles better than the BMW, whatever. Or people. Oh, he's miles better at tennis than she is. Could be about anything. You're comparing people or objects. It's, well, anyway. I don't hear this one F very often anymore. I actually heard it when I was a kid quite a lot, but I just never hear it anymore, just so you know. Salvatore. G.
It's out of this. It's out of these legs.
No.
It's out of this.
Think of hippies. Whoa, man, far out. Out of this. Fantastic. Out of this.
Out of this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure. Gold.
No, this is a very positive one.
Gold.
Out of this world.
Word. Okay.
It's out of this world. Okay, it's fantastic, wonderful. There's an inference that it's maybe a little bit different than whatever is considered the norm. Special. Wonderful, fantastic, kind of special. All right, you try a new flavor of ice cream. Wow, this is fantastic. It's out of this world. Like that.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. And next one. Yeah. Neon, you got to indicate to me somehow that you haven't fallen asleep. If you wouldn't mind. Or I'm just going to skip you every time so we don't have to waste time. Neon, please let me know if you're there. Just unmute yourself and say hello. Nader, how about H? Any idea? No, Neon. Hang on, Nader. Neon, you have to unmute yourself. if you move your mouse to the top of the screen in the Hangout, you're going to see a toolbar with a little person and a plus sign, and next to that there's a microphone with a slash through it. You need to click on that. If you don't, you have to click on it in order for me to hear you. That's it. Okay? When you can do that, just say hello. I cannot hear you until you unmute yourself. Okay, or click on your picture. Will that work? All right. I didn't even know that. Click on your picture and then click the mic above. Oh, all right. I see. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Nadir. Oh, I don't have to do that. Because I'm the presenter, I suppose. I didn't even know that. Thank you, Nadir. Okay. All right, I learned something. Okay, just go ahead. All right, Nadir, what do you think? It's on its last. And Ken stumbles into class on his last legs. Haha. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello. Yeah, I made it. Thank you.
You did.
Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yes.
All right. You get an A for perseverance. All right. Good job. Good to see you. Nice to have you here.
Good to see you again.
Okay. All right, guys. It's on its last legs is somewhat related to It's Seen Better Days because there's an idea of time. Something's too old to function as it used to. Again, I can use this to talk about an object. It'd be very common to talk about my car is on its last legs. I can't put any more money into maintenance, fixing it. Very common. Or a person can be on their last legs, meaning they're either physically, maybe they're about to die, or can mean something else. Could be a runner in a running race. Could be kind of literal. He's on his last legs. I don't think he can finish the race. It could be talking about a product. All right, the sale of I don't know, video cassette recorders is on its last legs. They won't be selling those very much longer. Actually, I don't think they sell those at all anymore. But so there's a number of ways you could use this, but something's about to run out of time is the idea. All right, next, Jose.
Yep. It's worth its weight in condition.
No.
Sorry.
We use condition for mint condition. It's worth its weight in. It's positive. It's, well, worth, yeah. What's worth a lot? Jose, what's worth a lot here? Which one of these words would you like to have if you want money?
Gold.
Yeah, of course. Good answer. It's worth its weight in gold. That's it. Very good. So if something is worth its weight in gold, it's very valuable. A person can be. We love Martha at the office. She's worth her weight in gold. You can definitely use this about a person. Okay. I can see from Nadir and Araceli's side conversation, I can see that, all right, this is a very common idiom in many cultures and languages. All right. Salvatore, do you have that one? It's worth its weight in gold?
Yes, also in Italy.
Also in
It's
Italy?
worth, yes, in Italian, it's worth in weight in gold.
All right.
The same translation.
All right. Ken, how about in Japanese? Do you have that? It's worth its weight in gold? Ken? Yeah. Uh-oh. Is Ken disconnected again? Ken, are you there? No. Heidi, how about in Japanese?
No.
Nope, nothing like that. All right. It's worth its weight in #1 tuna. I don't know. It's below what, Artheli?
Below par.
Below par, which is kind of strange because in golf, a good score is below par. However, when we're talking about an object, usually the way something, an object, or a person performs. All right, I bought this sports car. It's supposed to go 100 miles an hour in 6 seconds, but it's only up to 60. It's below par. A person he's supposed to be making 100 phone calls a day, but he's only making 80. He's a little below par. All right. Can just mean below average. Well, par equals average in what's supposed to be average in golf. So you can look at it like that, below average.
So it's usually used in a negative way?
Oh, yeah.
Like something is not good enough?
Yeah, that's right.
Because in golf it's the opposite, no? If you are below par, you are good because you are getting a better result than the rest.
Yeah, in golf, if you're below par, then that's good. But for some reason in English, look, we also have, is it one word? No, it's 2 words. Hang on. A very common collocation, subpar. Subpar building construction. For example, the concrete's not thick enough, the iron isn't of the quality it needs to be. Subpar. Sub always means below. Think about it. Submarine. Substandard, subpar. It's below. And so that's not good. In everything but golf. In golf, par is good and under par is great, but for some reason, for all the rest of English, par is considered average, and if it's below average, then that's not good. Okay. Ken, are you with me here? Ken? Oh, dear. Ken is having problems today. No. Poor Ken. All right. Heidi, back to you. All right. We're going to look at using these idioms that we just discussed in fill in the blank situations in the case of a dialogue. So kind of see how it would come up in a conversation. So, Heidi, I hear Karen's selling her old Mini for 500 pounds. Is it in good condition?
Not really. It's on its last legs. No.
Yeah.
It's certainly in a mint condition.
Well, I guess that's possible. It's certainly seen a mint condition before. I guess that's possible, but if you remember when I was talking about these two, they're very much related, and you would hear them together it's a good example because you hear them together often. On his last legs, and it's certainly seen better days.
Below par.
No. It's certainly seen better days.
Better days. Okay.
Yeah. It's on its last legs. It is very common. There are many idioms that we tend to use one right after another, like to reinforce each other. This is such a pair. It's very common to hear these together. They're reinforcing the same idea. Okay. Salvatore, there's no doubt in my mind who should get the job. Mr. Sullivan was the best.
I agree. He was head and shoulder the rest of the candidates, wasn't he?
Okay. He was head
He
and
was
shoulders above the rest. Yes.
candidate, wasn't he? He was in a. He was in a. Hmm. Uh, Sorry, teacher. Could you scroll up the text because I can't see the. Okay, thank you. He was in a. A moment, please. He was at. He was at legs. No.
What? He was in a
No, sorry.
what?
He was in a.
Legs?
Sorry. He was in a. Gold.
No.
No.
He was in a. We're looking for this one here. He was far superior to everyone else, head and shoulders above the rest. He was in a league of his own.
League. Okay.
Yeah, he's in a league of his own. He's very much superior. Both of those idioms, very similar. Meaning somebody who's above everyone else in quality. Okay. Okay, Jan, I'm skipping you. Just again, shout to me if I should talk to you. Nader number 3, hello, can you help me? I'm looking for a CD player. You may reply, well, we've got lots to choose from, sir, but if it's sound quality you want, then this Sony is considered to be blank than all the rest. Miles better. Sure, miles better than all the rest. I don't know why, but I associate this idiom miles better with young people talking. I don't know why. It sounds weird when old people say it. It's a little immature sounding, frankly. I don't know what it is about it, but it seems slightly immature for a grown adult to say. Okay, oops, I clicked the wrong button. Or Nian scared me. She finally unmuted herself. Nian, are you there?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my turn is the sentence 3, right?
Hang on. Wait a second. Let me put the screen share back up here. All right, let's see if we can get you to try one here. Nian, Nian, you wanted to see me?
Okay, yeah, it's no problem. I can do my question. I can do my sentence. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, right here. Just read.
Okay, hello, can you help me? I'm looking for a CD player. Well, we've got lot to choose from, sir. But if it's sound quality you want, and then the sound is considered to be better days, to be better day than all the others. Is right?
Miles better is the answer.
Oh yeah, my okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna move on and ignore all that. Quick hello again to Ken and hello to Max.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna just speed on here, see if we can make it through this. Jose, you wanted to see me?
Hi, teacher.
All right. Here, please.
Brian, you wanted to see me? Yes, Jeff. Come in and sit down. I'll get straight to the point. Your work has been well below. Uh, below where?
The what?
Below where?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what you're saying. Below, it's below
Ah,
par.
yeah, it's below par.
Yeah.
Well, below par recently, I wonder if you were ill again.
Okay, so there it is. Below par, used to comment about somebody's performance or how well something's working. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks, Jose. Arathili, what's the new restaurant like in Kings Road? You've been there, haven't you?
Yes, the food was okay, but it was nothing to write home.
Yeah. Write home about. You got to say the whole thing here,
Oh,
actually. You
to
can't just
write
say
home
something to
about.
write home. You got to say write home about.
Mm.
Nothing to write home about. This is one of those idioms you can't. Many idioms you can just kind of cut it off short and everyone will understand you. But if this is one, there are some. On the other hand, there are quite a few idioms. If you do cut it off without finishing it, it won't make any sense at all. This is such an idiom. You got to make sure you say the whole thing, or people will just look at you funny. Nothing to write home. They'll just think you made an incomplete sentence. Okay. That one's important to say the whole thing. Ken, your PA is excellent. Ken, she must make life a lot easier for you.
Oh yes, she's worth something.
Yeah, I hope so.
She's worth. Uh,
It's coming from this one.
it's worth its weight in gold.
Yes. So she's worth her weight in gold. All right. There you go. Perfect. Candy, what's a PA?
PA is a system, a speaker system. The mic pick up sound and amplify the sound and the speaker release the sound. That's a PA system.
Yeah, you really think he's talking about his amplifier as she?
Well, maybe, yeah, different.
You're
This
right.
PA is different. Hmm?
Yeah, okay, all right. Yes, it is. PA is an amplifying system. You're absolutely. Public address system,
Yeah.
right? Okay, yes, you're absolutely right. It can also be personal assistant.
I see. Okay, I got it. Yeah, so I feel strange. Why I see you?
Okay. Well, you know, Ken, could be worse. It can also mean Pennsylvania. Yeah, so, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Max, did I see you driving an old Jaguar yesterday?
You did? It's over 30 years old, but it's in absolutely good shape.
Very, very good. Instead of good shape, really better than good
It's
shape.
in mind.
Mint.
Yeah, in mint condition. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's superb. Okay, I'll continue.
It's superb. Out. I don't know.
Yeah. Out.
Out of this. I don't know. Lake Par Lex world.
It's out of this world.
It's out of this world. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and notice how this is stated. Just not it is, he is, she is, with no as an exclamation, not as a complete sentence. All right, that's absolutely right. This expression can be used just as an exclamation, an expletive, like far out, man, out of this world. Groovy. We don't need to make a complete sentence. It's just something you say to show enthusiasm for how awesome something is. All right. not all it's cracked up to be. We've got a number of other negative idioms. We're going to do the same thing. And which negative idiom would you use in this in the form of this conversation? Oh, Heidi, where'd you go? Okay. Salvatore. Salvatore, I visited the Tower of London on Saturday. To be honest, I was a bit disappointed.
I know what you mean. It's not. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, cracked.
Cracked
yeah,
up
that
to be.
T sound, the ED here. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, okay. When we use, I do need to express to you guys, when we use idiomatic expressions about negative qualities or negative perceptions of things, you can pretty much be assured that native speakers are going to use a sarcastic or condescending or low-pitched intonation. I know what you mean. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, very negative and very low pitches. Not all it's cracked up to be.
Okay.
Sarcastic. It's pretty much always going to have a telltale kind of intonation, I can say.
But I think that the Tower of London is beautiful, teacher. No,
Okay. To the contrary. Okay. All right. That's nice. I've never been there, so thank you for clarifying that for me. I could have just read this silly thing and gone on thinking that it really is not all it's cracked up to be. Okay. Jan is now gone. Nader, our center forward is useless. He's only scored 3 goals this entire season. You may reply, well, he must be about 35 now. If you ask me, what? He's old. So if you ask me, what do you think? Which one of these means old? He's over the hill. That's right. If you're over the hill, yep. If you're over the hill, then you're past the age of your optimum performance. And this is definitely used only for people. You can't say my car is over the hill. That sounds ridiculous, frankly. Some of those earlier, it's seen better days, that's fine to talk about my old car, but over the hill is definitely used for people. Okie doke. Jose, what do you mean it's not good enough? I spent all day preparing this report.
Well, I'm sorry, but isn't detailed enough. It's just it gone downhill.
No. That would mean it's gotten worse over time. So he's looking at the report for the first time, so that doesn't work. Okay, bye, Earthly. All right, the idea here is I'm going to have to hurry you guys along because we've only got a couple minutes. His report is just not good enough. It does not meet the quality standard. It isn't up to scratch. Okay, to scratch. It's not par. Okay, in idioms and especially business, related to business, something is up to scratch, it's equal to 0 par. What you're supposed to get on a golf course is par. What you're supposed to do, it is. Now you can use positive. It's up to scratch. Even that seems negative because, well, I guess it's up to scratch, but it's nothing special. Up to scratch means even, the minimum standard. So even if something is positively up to scratch, that's not very good. It means you've barely met minimum standard. You're barely par with expectations. All right. If it isn't even up to scratch, yeah, it's not even that good. Okay. Ken, why have you invited Professor Wolf to give the lecture?
Well, everyone else we asked couldn't make that day. But he's totally out of date. You really must have been... eh,
Yeah. Okay, you got the last possible person you could pick.
You're being... I don't know. It's not...
Okay.
You are scratching?
Scraping
Scraping?
the bottom of the barrel.
Barrel.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. You're scraping off the last possible thing you could get in the barrel. So you're choosing the last possible person. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, on Max, I don't get. I'm confused. I'm already going to be late. What you guys are talking about?
It's about over the hill.
It can be used to describe things. Really?
Yeah, I shared this link.
All right.
If you curious.
Okay. Maybe for British, but okay, for me that's astounding because I've never heard it used that way in my entire life. So that must be a British American thing. I would laugh at a British person if he said that. I would laugh. I would laugh out loud. That sounds ridiculous to me. But hey, that happens. You know, they laugh at us for how we pronounce aluminum. I laugh at them for saying aluminium. Sounds completely ridiculous and preposterous. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that. I had no idea. I never heard that. Okay, I've got to just zip through these because I'm already late. What did you think of the National Gallery? It's over 20 years since I was last there. Frankly, I think the place has gone downhill. It's gotten worse over time. And the last one, I'm sorry, but this report leaves probably a lot to be desired. Yeah. Or sometimes leaves much to be desired. It's inadequate. It's not complete. All right, so if it leaves much to be desired, it's just not, it's considered not complete. All right, I got to get going. I got a private lesson I'm already late to, so thanks, guys. Bye for now.
Bye.
And, thank you, Oakley. Thank you very much.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.